Lena can be pretty cold-blooded when she has to be. What is up, y'all? It's your man, Dad Dude, bringing you guys another video. I'm giving out subscriptions down below, so go hit that button. I'd appreciate it. By the end of this episode, I actually felt kind of bad for the parasites. Like, yeah, I know they're not exactly good, but we now know they're being used as pawns in a geopolitical power struggle. At the end of the last episode, they got beat up by Tatsuya. At the end of this one, they get killed by Lena. It was like, yeah, they've had it kind of rough over the past 2 episodes, so I kind of feel for them. Props to Mikihiko. He got to shine a little bit in this episode. I remember way back in season 1, where the knock on Mikihiko was that his incantations took forever and he just wasn't that strong. Now look at him. Now he's one of the more smart characters, as long as you're not comparing him to someone like Tatsuya, and he's fairly formidable. Like, he's actually been pretty important this season as far as like his ancient type magic, being able to combat the parasites and know more about them and how they may work and that kind of stuff. He's been pretty important in this season, and he's a lot stronger than he was in season 1. I found it pretty funny how nervous Erika, Leo, Mikihiko were when trying to tell Tatsuya that they lost the parasites. They're all very well aware just how much stronger than them Tatsuya is. So it can't feel good to have to go to him after he was depending on you and tell him that you pretty much fucked up. Especially with Erika. We're not used to seeing Erika be nervous at all because she's always so brash and like very confident in her abilities. Just to hear in that moment be really nervous to have to go talk to Tatsuya about them, you know, messing up. It was funny to see, especially when he turns around, they all are like just tense up. I like that little bit of comedy in an otherwise not so great episode. I don't like that Tatsuya said that Lena isn't cut out to be an assassin. For one, how would Tatsuya know? He's only just met Lena. He hasn't known her that long. How would he know whether or not she's cut out to be an assassin? And for secondly, I think it's setting up for Tatsuya eventually saving Lena from her life as a soldier, because he doesn't think she's cut out for it, and the show is gonna play to her not being cut out for the life that she's in right now, and which is fine and all. But what I really want is a final showdown between Lena and Tatsuya. I think that would be cool to watch, because so far I was hoping that the parasites would be the ones to offer Tatsuya like a challenge, be like the ultimate boss he has to fight. That hasn't really panned out, so now I'm back to hoping that Lena can be the one to offer Tatsuya a real challenge. Man, I'm hoping that they have a showdown with some real stakes behind it, and we get to see them duke it out, because so far the few clashes they had have really been anticlimactic. Miyuki stepped in and fucked up the first one, which would have been a good fight, and then in the second one it just wasn't a very good fight. It only lasted like a minute, and Tatsuya just did some like super OP shit, and the fight was just over. And it did seem like Lena's heart was really in that fight to begin with. So I just want a showdown between these two where they both are into the fight. There are some real stakes behind it, and I want to see Tatsuya actually get challenged. I gotta admit, this was one of the more boring episodes of the season to me. I was not interested in most of what was going on in this episode, especially the whole thing with Hanukkah and the android being connected. That really isn't doing anything for me personally. I find it kind of a throwaway storyline or subplot, or whatever you want to call it. It's not doing anything for me. Although I do like what this, I cannot even attempt to say it, but that whole mass surveillance network that only 7 random people have access to. You know exactly what it is. I'm not going to even try to say what the word is, but I like what that potentially can add to the story, like a bit of chaos that can throw in there if you have this really, really powerful network like server of information and that kind of stuff, and only random people can access it, which is kind of dumb. But I like that it's kind of dumb, I think, because it adds some chaos to the story. You have no idea who has access to it and what kind of information is available on this little network. So I do kind of like that, and I like the potential what it can do for the story going forward. This is like, there's something that you can throw in there that can be like a device to get you to other things. It's like a device to get you from point A to point B, and it's like you need something to connect it. I think that this little surveillance network can be that connecting device to move the story from one location to another. Anyways, guys, I'm happy when this, and if you liked the video, hit that thumbs up. Also, hit me up in the comments. I respond to almost everything. If you didn't like the video, again, hit me up in the comments. We can talk about why. If you were so inclined to subscribe, I would appreciate it, and I'll see you guys in the next one.